Hello folks, today is Friday, April 8th, 2022. As usual, my name is Jake Baldino, here to give you all the video game news, the cool stuff that has been going on this week. Let's jump in. I hope you're a fan of old stuff coming back, because we have a lot of that this week. The first thing is Rockstar announcing that they are remaking 2 games. Rockstar Games, along with the original developers Remedy, are bringing back Max Payne 1 and 2 as full remakes. Now, I know with Rockstar Games and the remasters from the GTA trilogy definitely leaving a bad taste in people's mouth, if you read past the headline, it is revealed that Rockstar is simply financing this project with Remedy actually developing it. I know that's perfect. Now, some people just can't stand Rockstar, but I do have some faith in Remedy. I really love Control. I really love Alan Wake. I even really liked Quantum Break. And to have a lot of the original people working on this remake of the game, I'm pretty interested. This is going to be for PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S, and it is going to be a standalone thing containing a remake of 1 and 2, and it's going to be running on Remedy's own engine, the same engine that they built Control on, which I thought was a solid third-person shooter, so I'm curious to see how this is going to translate over. If it's kind of like a, essentially a Max Payne 1 and 2 with the treatment of 3's gameplay style, I am definitely into that. Now, I know there are also a lot of people out there that are like, well, why can't we just make new things? And I get it, there are so many remakes and remasters, but maybe this could eventually lead to a Max Payne 4. I don't know, I would like to see Max Payne have a much better ending than he got in 3, but that's just me personally. I did highlight a lot of this, and I went more in depth on a video on my other channel, youtube.com/Jake Baldino. So I'm sorry if you watched that and I'm repeating myself a little bit, but I am really curious to see where this goes, but I also love the original games so much, to the point where I've considered getting the Max Payne 2 cover art tattooed on my arm. I still haven't done it. Will I ever commit to a tattoo?
You've been saying that for years.
I'll forever just be pale, man. I think those games are so special and so unique, and from that time period, I feel like it's almost impossible to recreate that. I really hope they don't screw it up, but that's where we're at right now. This announcement is like they just signed on the dotted line, so it's probably going to be a long time before we actually see this, but there you go. I definitely want to hear what you guys think. Because honestly, Max Payne is seriously up there for me. Like up there with like Metal Gear Solid. So the stakes are high for your boy. Now, along with old stuff coming back, we're actually getting a new Monkey Island. I did not have this on like my, 2022 bingo card. I just thought it was going to be death and destruction for everybody. Whoa, no, sorry. Wow, I'm going to leave it. Return to Monkey Island has been announced, and apparently it's coming 2022. And Ron Gilbert, one of the original people, is involved. The lineup, the way the trailer revealed itself is so cool, right? It's like Lucasfilm Games. Okay, cool. Like the OG. And then Devolver Digital, which honestly really makes sense, their involvement in this like kind of smaller experience game. And then just the style, the music, everything. It seems like it's going to hit. We got Guybrush Threepwood himself returning, and that's all we really know right now. And I think for some people, like that's all they really need to hear. Now more than ever, I think the world is ready for another one of these games, just because so many people have gotten into indie games and experiences that do try and do this type of thing, but to have the OGs come back and do it, let's see what they got, man. Also, there was like a big Unreal Engine 5 event, and a lot of cool stuff was shown off, the future of graphics and stuff like that. But Crystal Dynamics also came out and said that they are working on the next Tomb Raider game, and it's going to be running on Unreal Engine 5, and they're going to focus on making it like a visual fidelity showcase. Unfortunately, that's it. That's all we know, but at the very least now we have official confirmation that there is a new Tomb Raider game in the works. Now, we don't know if it's going to continue the story of the trilogy of like the last few Tomb Raider games. At this point, I thought that formula ran its course, and I'd honestly like them to do something different. I'd love to see kind of like a reimagining of classic style Tomb Raider, Lara Croft. Hey, anybody? Triangle boobs? No? Can I say that? Can I say triangle boobs? I really like the Tomb Raider reboot, and then with each subsequent game, like I thought it kind of got like okay and then okayer, but I really am curious to see where this is going to go. Is it just going to be a new, what if they just redo Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness? That would be sick. Do that. They're not going to do that. Where do you fall, though? If you've been, like me, you've been playing since the original PS1 days, where do you want to see Tomb Raider go next? Do you want that new trilogy to continue? Do you want another reboot? Something in between? I don't know. Let's talk. Hey, next up, this episode's brought to you by our longtime sponsor, Raycon. These wireless earbuds look, feel, and sound better than ever, and they're still half the price of other premium wireless audio brands. I've actually got a fresh new pair here to unbox. So here they are. They pair up with Bluetooth, nice and easy, and then they are in Come on. And then they are in this handy dandy little charging carrying case. It gives you 8 hours of playtime, but then 32 hours of battery life overall. The case is still my favorite part. It charges via USB-C. It slips right in your pocket. Good to go. And the box comes with this little packet of gel tips so you can kind of customize your fit perfectly so they stay in nicely and then they don't fall out, which is good because so many of these things do. And if you want to check them out, they come in a variety of different styles and colors, and they're dependable and they last. There's a reason why thousands of people have given these things 5-star reviews. So if you want to check them out, click the link in the description down below or go to the link on screen here to get 15% off your first Raycon purchase. That is buyraycon.com/gameranx, and thanks again to Raycon for sponsoring our videos. Moving on, a bunch of cool things to talk about. Everything that we talk about, all the news stories, of course, are linked in the description down below. The Coalition, the Gears developers, most recently from Gears 4 and Gears 5, were also at that Unreal event, and they showcased some cool things that they're doing with the tech. Really impressive graphical fidelity and lighting and character stuff on here. It's really wild, and it's cool now to finally see the developers themselves implementing it, not just like Unreal and marketing themselves. A lot of people are like, is this what Gears of War 6 is going to look like? Who knows? Still, this is pretty sick, and remember that the Coalition also helped work on that Matrix Unreal Engine 5 tech demo thing that was really impressive, so they got a good grip on this thing. Also, gotta share this. He did it on a stream. There is a YouTube highlight of it. Seki, I believe is how you say his name, accomplished the first no damage run of Elden Ring. Like, I can't even. This is done within 3 hours, and it is wild. It makes me really, really question everything I'm doing about playing video games. But hey, really cool stuff, an incredible achievement. Honestly, anytime anybody achieves anything wild like this with a Souls game, it should be celebrated. So that's why we wanted to highlight it. Also, two things worth highlighting this week, some game releases. Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga is out. It is a fun, good little trip down memory lane. We did a before you buy video for that. I did that, so we'll link that in the description. Also, the House of the Dead remake on Nintendo Switch is releasing now, technically, and I'm going to be playing that this weekend as a fan of the old arcade games. I'm curious to see how it is because the reviews are kind of mixed, but I just love that stuff, so I'm going to give it a shot. I'll report back if it's good, probably on social media or something. Also, we got a new trailer, like finally, Rogue Legacy 2 is coming out. It's been a long time coming. Got an official release date with this new fancy trailer, and it is April 28th of this year. Also, gotta link this. This is a kind of like a collaborative fan project expansion of Half-Life Alyx. It's called Half-Life Alyx Levitation, and Half-Life Alyx was pretty much my favorite game, or one of my favorite games the year it released. It is absolutely incredible. And this looks insane. Like, I even kind of feel reluctant calling it like a fan thing because it looks like it's so much more than that. It is absolutely incredible. The support they're getting, the workshop stuff is wild here, what they got going on. I can't wait to get my hands on this. Best part about it, it's gonna be like 4 or 5 hours and free. So yeah. Now, in case you missed it, it seems like people have been really waiting on some Halo Infinite multiplayer stuff, and we finally got something. They've announced Season 2 Lone Wolves coming May 3rd. You're gonna get new maps, new modes, new limited time events, and a new battle pass. I think there's a divide. I think a lot of people are playing this and enjoying this. Some people have their issues. Some people want more stuff. When I see this stuff, I don't know, like, I guess I'm like an old Halo fan. I don't get excited by new battle passes. I'm more on the line of someone being like, okay, cool, like, when's Forge coming? But that's just me. Also, linked in the description down below is a 30-minute extended gameplay video via IGN for the Quarry. This is the new game from the developers of Until Dawn, you know, the developers Supermassive Games that also did the Dark Pictures anthology type of games. This looks way more like an Until Dawn game, and this gameplay demo is pretty cool. If you're bored this weekend and looking for something to watch and you got a half hour, I linked that down in the description. Oh, and in some random Ubisoft news, they did announce Rainbow Six Mobile, which actually looks like they ported it over to mobile pretty, interestingly, but I'm probably not going to play that. It's not really my thing anymore. And speaking of not my thing, they are also now officially winding down Ghost Recon Breakpoint. They've announced that all their content stuff is done, and basically, if you bought an NFT for that game, Ubisoft did double down and say that they are going to continue putting NFTs in their games, love it or hate it. There was a lot of news circulating about Ubisoft this week, including rumors of them making a new Battle Royale game and axing Hyperscape, but I thought the Ghost Recon thing was the most interesting to point out because at this point, I'd love to see that series kind of return to its roots. Will we ever get that? Who knows? But that's everything going on this week, so we got a lot to talk about. I want to know what you think about Max Payne. Are you skeptical? There's valid reasons to do so. I also really like Remedy, so I have some hope there. I also was the only person that played the Crossfire single-player thing, and they didn't do that great of a job on that. But still, besides that, I have faith like with Control and everything else and the original people working on it. So let's talk about that. Let's also talk about all the shiny graphics stuff that we've seen this week from Unreal Engine 5. Are you looking forward to getting your hands on more games running in Unreal Engine 5? And what do you want from a new Tomb Raider game? What could you possibly want? But also, the pinned comment that we always leave, we just want to know what you're playing this weekend, what you're picking up, whether it's new or old. Specifically, if it's on a newer side, definitely drop it. Let us know, because it's like for our research. We like to tailor our videos somewhat to you guys. But that's really everything this week. We got to get back to work, working on a bunch of other stuff. So clicking the like button legitimately helps us. Thank you if you appreciate getting caught up on the fun news every Friday. I'm always going to be here. I'm never going to leave you. I'm Jake Baldino. You can yell at me on Twitter and Instagram at Jake Baldino and my other YouTube channel. But thank you guys for watching. Have a lovely weekend. Pizza's on me.